Last year, Anthony Brenner and business partner David Mosry at Push Design built America's first hemp house in Asheville, North Carolina, using hempcrete, which is a mixture of hemp shiv, lime, and water.
This is huge because hemp is no longer just making healthier clothing, food, and soaps. Hemp is building healthier houses, allowing hemp to play a much larger role in the future green economy. This is hemp shiv. Yes, folks, hemp. I bet some of you just giggled because you think hemp is pot, but it's not.
Did you just say snot?
I did not. Okay, we hear a lot of jokes about hemp, and we get it. A lot of people still confuse hemp with marijuana because they are in the same plant family. But industrial hemp, like we are talking about, is not psychoactive.
If you try and smoke it, you'll be wasting your time and you'll get a huge headache.
2,500 pounds of industrial hemp contains the same amount of THC as one marijuana cigarette.
It's like comparing non-alcoholic beer with beer.
Or a Chihuahua with a Great Dane. They are in the same species, but they are very different. And hemp is currently experiencing a huge revival in Europe and Canada, thanks in part to hemp's abilities to build the healthiest houses.
It's like there's this great race, like the gold rush and the land rush of the 1800s, and 31 other industrial nations are there. Everyone's at the starting line except for the US. We don't even know we're supposed to be there.
And yes, we are deliberately trying to provoke your competitive spirits so that we can compete with the rest of the world in this great hemp race.
I'm Blair Johnson.
And I'm Linda Booker.
Our plan is to create an interesting documentary that will bring the story of industrial hemp to mainstream America so that our farmers can once again grow it here. Hemp could create thousands of green jobs and thousands of healthier products in homes. At the heart of our documentary are Anthony Brenner and his young daughter Bailey. When Bailey was diagnosed with extreme sensitivity to chemicals, Anthony set out on a quest to build her the healthiest house possible.
Anthony's search led him to hemp's incredible qualities for home building.
Bailey has a rare genetic disorder, is unable to speak, and has impaired mobility. Her mother calls Bailey and others like her with high sensitivity to chemicals canary kids because they are here to warn us that our world has become too toxic. Modern building materials and home furnishings use toxic chemicals that off-gas, and that's contributing to the rise in cancer, diseases, asthma, and other health problems, especially among children.
Remember that formaldehyde-laced frog that you dissected in 7th grade science class? Formaldehyde, which is known to cause cancer, is used in thousands of household products and building materials. And in comparison, hemp houses are naturally non-toxic, flame, pest, and mildew resistant.
Hemp house walls are breathable and they help to clean the air, thereby greatly reducing indoor air pollution. Hempcrete's incredible insulating qualities cut energy bills in half, making hempcrete the ideal building material to help us reduce our energy usage. Buildings are the largest source of greenhouse gases in the US, and hempcrete is a carbon-negative building material.
Last year, Americans spent an average of $400 million on hemp retail products, and the market and demand keeps growing.
"17 states have already passed legislation to help legalize hemp farming, and we want to get North Carolina and the rest of the nation to pass their vote for hemp."
And since filming last fall, Bailey's condition has taken a turn for the worse.
In the short term, Bailey is living in a therapeutic residential facility for children with autism spectrum disorder to develop a comprehensive plan to address some of her challenges. Our film will now follow Anthony's dream of building a toxin-free hemp home for Bailey and other kids with disabilities in Asheville.
We'll also be producing imaginative narrative sequences to tell the fascinating history of hemp, and we're investing in Panasonic's latest high-def camera to make sure it looks good.
Well, even with a great camera, there are still many costs involved in making a documentary, like travel, crew, insurance, and music. Hey, can't we just find some really rich billionaire to write us a check to make this film?
Great idea, I'd love that. Richard, Ted, Mark, call me. My number is on the page.
Okay, I guess that's a pretty big long shot. All right, so folks, we are asking for your help with a donation.
Industrial hemp could have a huge impact upon our economy, our health, and our energy efficiency. So why aren't we growing it here? Our goal is to have the documentary completed by 2012, but we can't do this without your support. So please make a contribution today and then join us at bringingithomemovie.com.